What's up, guys? Brother Bobby here with the Off-Grid Church. Today we're going to be talking about the assault pack, which assault pack I chose, the contents inside, and just basically the what's and the why. This assault pack doesn't get enough hype, I think, as it deserves, so stick around and watch this video. You guys are going to appreciate this one. Okay, so the assault pack that I chose was the T3 Gear. I think it's called the 100-ounce bladder hydration pack. See, there's their symbol right there. And these are on sale right now. I think they're going for like 115 bucks. I got this on a stupid sale for I think like $75, which kind of it makes me question of like, is this even made in the USA? I don't think it is, which would kind of suck. But I would be surprised if they can sell a pack of this quality for that price. But on their website, this is made out of 500D Cordero. The dimensions are 17 inches tall by 9 inches wide and 4 inches of depth. But if you see, if I flip it over here, there's a lot more than 4 inches of depth. You know, when it's fully loaded out, it's probably closer to 6 to 8 inches of depth, maybe 6 to 7 inches of depth. And it weighs 1 pound, 13 ounces, 13 and a half ounces. So basically almost 2 pounds of weight. That's the pack. And before we get into the context of why I chose this type of pack, I've run it pretty much every type of assault pack. I've run 60-liter assault packs, 50-liter assault packs, 30-liter assault packs, and I like things small on me, especially when you're talking about a fully loaded chest rig and a rifle. You want to keep things small, especially if you're in combat. You want to be light and stealthy. You want speed and stealth. Those things keep you alive as well. So I like to keep this sort of assault pack for my needs very small and minimal. And not only that, but the more small and minimal and streamlined or slimmer it is, I've realized that when you're trying to gain entry points, or if like going through a doorway, if your pack is too big, like a 50-liter pack or even a 35-liter pack, you have to like almost, you can't fit in some doorways. So this I have no problem with, and it has everything I need. And it's important to figure out what you need, and the only way to figure that out is to get out there and train in the field. And I spent a lot of days in the field with the U.S. Army years and years ago. But then also over the last 10 years of my civilian life, I've traveled to BLM land and camped and you know, enjoyed my gear and trained. So I know what I need personally. But let's just jump right into the context and not to overbore you guys and make this video longer than it needs to be. So let's just start at the top here. One of my favorite features of this pack is these exposed magazine inserts right here, you know, for quick access, which is a big deal for me because you know, if you have to take off your assault pack, you can use this as basically like a sandbag imitation. You know, place your rifle on here, get some stability, and then you can reload right off the top here. And then I have a tourniquet as well in here. This is just a Cat 7 tourniquet, just an extra tourniquet. I have 2 on my chest rig, as you just seen in my last video. But it's just good to have another third. I'm not that guy that's going to, I always laugh thinking of myself, like if I was shot in the arm, put a tourniquet, shot in the leg, put a tourniquet, shot in my other leg, put a tourniquet, and then I have 3 tourniquets on and I get shot in my arm and I'm trying to put the 4th tourniquet on. It's just like, at that point, time to salute the world, goodbye, just let me die already. So it's funny that they say, oh, minimum of 1 tourniquet per limb. I don't really care about that. I got 2 and then 1 here. These are more for redundancies, but exposed magazine inserts here. This is inside. Let's take this out. This is a T-Rex Arms kind of tourniquet sleeve, and there's loop on the inside of this, and then on this side there's hook. And then T3 actually, it comes with these inserts for the magazines right there. So 230s right off the top right there for quick access. One of my favorite features of this pack. And then we'll just go ahead and open the main compartment because it's more simplified. Where things get a little bit more complicated are these smaller compartments. So on the top here, I just have a Ziploc bag with some extra wool, merino wool socks. Socks are so important, man. I mean, you have to take care of your feet. It's probably the most valuable thing, and my feet sweat a lot. So to have dry feet is very important. So I carry 2 extra pairs of socks in here. And then I carry a windbreaker. Windbreakers are probably the most underrated pieces of kit that you can own. This one's from 511, but I've walked around in like -5 degrees with wind, and I just had a hoodie under here, and because this stops the wind and then just a layer on the inside, it really does do a good job of keeping you warm and protected. So windbreakers are so underrated. If you spend any time in the field or you're a veteran of any sort, you'll know the importance of a good windbreaker. And then that's it on the inside. Just here is their 100-ounce bladder, and it actually comes with the bladder for that price, which is mind-blowing to me. So this is a 3-liter bladder of water, which is huge. I'm big on water, carrying water. So as you see on my chest rig, I have a bottle of water plus 3 more liters in my assault pack. And it's got the hydration bladder that comes out of the back, and it just kind of sits in there. I think you could actually, yeah, see, you could actually hook that up, which I should just do right now, and that way it's not like, I guess, folding on the inside. I thought I had that hooked up before, but yeah, so you get 3 whole liters of water in there, which is amazing for an assault pack for this size. And so on the back here, you get this nice mesh, which I don't really notice too much, but I'm sure it helps. And then mesh on the shoulder straps as well. And another thing I really like about this pack is that it comes with a little waist strap here, which is huge, man. Like, these are so underrated. Once you actually move around and you run and gun and you train in your gear, it's nice to have this because it just keeps the pack more glued to your body. You don't want things moving around, making noise. You want things to be kind of dress close to your body as possible without any, slack and movement and of any of your gear, really. So it's nice to just be able to cinch this down to your body. And so here's the bladder I have running down the left side of the shoulder, because if you're shouldering your rifle, sometimes the buttstock does hit this portion of the pack. And then I just have a little bungee retention right here to extra secure it, the bladder hose down here, just so it's not like flop around too much. These do a good job too, but this little extra one down here really helps a lot. And then another underrated piece of kit that not a lot of people know about, and I'm going to give them a big shout out, is the sling hook by 100 Concepts. Man, if you are out in the field and you're actually getting a lot of training in all day, having a sling hook that takes the weight of the rifle off of your shoulder and puts it onto this piece right here is just a lifesaver. So I love this piece of kit. I'm adding this to all of my other packs in general, just so I can have this and I don't have to worry about it. But the quality of it is really good. I like this pack a lot. On the top here, I have 2, I think these are made by T3 as well, 2 of the double mag slots, just like I had on my chest rig. I love these. They're very versatile. You can shove water bottles in here, but I have my smoke in here. So these are IWA, the large M15s. Highly recommend these. These are so underrated as for civilians, especially. We don't have any support as civilians, so if we get into any trouble, this is a great support system. If you're kind of in a corner and you have no other options, to be able to pop smoke and give yourself a chance to get out of there and distort the enemy's image and give yourself a chance, I think it's just a must-have. And I don't see this a lot on people's kit on YouTube, and I just wanted to show the emphasis on how important this is. And I actually have 2 of them, because 1 is none, 2 is 1. And just in case one of these is a dud, it's just always good to have 2 on here. So those nest in perfectly on these double mag pouches. And then on this side, I just have a extra G17 double stack mag with an Arredondo base plate, which gives me 23 rounds, or 22, I forgot. But it's a +5, so +6. And it's just good to have extra ammo for your Glock as well to support, because I don't look at handguns as a secondary. I look at them as a primary. When you're climbing up a ladder, or you have to shoulder your rifle and swing it over your back, climbing a fence, whatever it is, carrying a buddy with one hand, your Glock definitely becomes your primary. So I look at the Glock as another primary, and it's just good to feed that primary. And this is in a T-Rex Arms small item pouch, which I actually love, because you can adjust this down here to fit taller items. I've actually really squeezed one of these guys in there, you can actually squeeze it in there and it'll fit, but it'll just be causing a lot of stress to the, you know, the small item pouch itself, which I don't like doing. But you can totally do that. And I just have a little identifier patch to represent the country I'm in, and then this is a medical cross, which, you know, just because, I guess. And then the bottom here I have a little lanyard. This is mainly for my AirPro. My AirPro has a little slot here, and I just kind of hook that up. And that way, if I'm taking off my pack and resting for a little bit, I can just hook that up, and that way I don't get up in a hurry and then leave my AirPro on the ground somewhere and forget that, because AirPro is very important for obvious reasons. And then we'll just start in the bottom pocket right here. This bottom pocket, I have a uni cap. These in the summertime are, for me, it's a must-have, just to be able to keep the sun out of your face and provide a level of shade with airflow. These vents in here, and it's just a part of it's really another form of a shelter system, you know, to protect your head. So I love the boonie cap. The boonie cap, it's my favorite hat. So gotta have that for me. And then I have a shamag. Shamags, you could use these for many reasons, but for me, it's mainly just to protect myself from hot summer days if I'm out in Arizona in 120 degrees or whatever it is, to protect myself from the sun. And then the second main reason is to be able to filter water, to get a lot of the elements out of the water so it doesn't damage my filter, as a pre-filter is how I mainly use this. And then you can also use this just to, you know, if you wanted to dip into the river and then dry yourself off with this, or wipe your face, and you know, there's just so many uses for that. But that's the main reason why I have this in there. And it's another thing, it's just another part of my shelter system, right? You can cover yourself up with this, and you know, wearing the right stuff and the right gear, the clothing, and having the correct shelter items to protect yourself from the elements is very crucial. It's underrated. So, and then here I just have a field knife. This is a great knife. This is by Up Armored Knives. This is their Fight for Survival knife. And this is just on a knife hook with some Velcro here. I used to have the belt loops detached on the belt, but I find this the more slimmer profile, and I don't need to carry the belt, carry the knife on me. This isn't a combat knife, although you can use it as that. This is more of just a survival blade. So if I am out in the middle of nowhere for an extended period of time, I can actually build a shelter with this. I don't know, I can harvest some wood, and you know, knives are just so valuable and important. They can save your life. So that's why I have just an extra field knife in here. You don't have to go all crazy like that. I just wanted to buy something very nice and handcrafted, and these are handcrafted, made in Tennessee, I believe. So Up Armored Knives is just great. I mean, look at that blade. It's beautiful. Yeah, so an extra field knife in there. And then on the bottom here, I just have food. So I have 2 MRE main meals broken down in there with the heater, and then extra snacks that it comes with, broken down into this little Ziploc bag. And I just kind of have that in there just for some extra food, to replenish the body of calories and get the mind working again. Mind without body is nothing, so I've got to keep the mind sharp. And that does it for this big main compartment on the bottom here. And then on the top compartment, we just have, this is one of my burrow bags up here that I make. I actually sell these on the site. These are currently out of stock, from Samson Sewing Co. But I just keep basically, what do I have in here? I forgot what I have in here. Okay, this is some red lens tape for flashlights, in case for whatever reason I need to cover up the white light and cover up with a red lens tape to be able to use in the night. I put that in there, and then some extra zip ties, which one of them is falling out here. Some Ranger bands in here, and then an extra tool, an Allen wrench for my rifle. And then this is a bolt carrier repair kit. So this has my gas rings, my cam, my extractor, and I forgot what else, but this is the bolt carrier group. I think I got this off of T-Rex Arms site. This is just to repair a bolt, a BCG. So that's important, just in case you need to do some field repairs, I mean. And then this one is another T10 or T6. This is just a little screws that go to my pistol optic. I'm running a Hollison 507, And this can easily take apart the batteries on the side and renew the battery. And then here's some extra screws in case you lose them, because they're so small. You know, things happen in the field, you just kind of lose stuff. So I have extra screws in there. And then I have a Tide packet, just in a pinch if you, let's say, have the time and you're out in the field, you've been out there for a long time, just to be able to wash your clothes with soap. Is, you know, just to be able to clean your clothes, I guess, and do some laundry out there. And then just kind of dental toothpicks here. But that's it. This is the small barrel pouch that I make. It'll fit 100 rounds of 9mm. That's actually what I normally use these for. I'll just shove one of these in my range bag when I'm going to go to the range. I have 100 rounds of 9mm in there. So this one's a multi-cam with high-vis orange on the inside. Okay. On the T3 pack, there's another little slot right here. So you don't actually need to utilize this. You can just put all those items in here, and then it even has a zipper. So there's a lot of features to this pack for the price. I mean, you almost can't beat it. But my favorite thing about this pack is that it's just slimline. It's streamlined. It's thin. It's narrow. If I had to guess, this pack is probably 15 to 18 liters, which is what I prefer. Small. So this is another wax canvas bag that I make. It's just basically a packable pouch to store extra goodies in here. And I have on the inside a DACA pouch, but this is just some high-vis green on the inside, black wax canvas on the outside, and you have your zipper and zipper pulls. But I just put basically my DACA pouch in there, which is waterproof, and in here I have a cable to my battery. Let's clear some of this stuff out. Cable to my battery. I carry a little power bank here, just in case I need to recharge my 18650 for the Surefire Scout on my rifle. And then I have 2 extra pistol batteries. These are I forgot which one, the 1632s for the 507, 507. I forget, but they're just 2 extra batteries for my pistol optic, and that's kind of overkill. You probably can just do 1, but they're so small, I just add 2 in there. And then this is double A's for my EOTech. I run the 518 EOTech. You know, sits at a lower 1/3. Probably gonna upgrade that in the future, but for right now, just extra double A's for the EOTech. And then as well as these are just 2 AAA batteries wrapped up in some electrical tape for my headlamp that's on my chest rig. So I just keep the extra spare batteries in here. And all of that fits in here nicely on the waterproof DACA pouch. And that pretty much does it. Love this pack. Keeping it simple with water, food, your support on smoke right there, protection from the elements on the shamag with a boonie, a field knife in case your stay is overextended in the field to be able to build a shelter. And I have this right here I wanted to show. This is a Guardian MSR Guardian water purifier. This is amazing. One of the best water filters you can get, especially for considering how lightweight it is, but it's very expensive. I think these are around $300, but this will fit right in here too, with some food as well. And I've ran it like that too, but it just depends on the mission and circumstance. I don't keep it staged in here anymore, but it's good to have because you can actually pump lots of water fast with this thing, which is good. So if you're in a group or a team, you know, I would say one guy should carry one of these because it can just filter like a whole 48-ounce Nalgene pretty quickly, whereas the other ones filter, you know, kind of slow. So that's my assault pack, guys. That's my setup that goes with my chest rig, and hope this video helped you guys answer some questions and give you some ideas. And anything that you would change about my setup, go ahead and leave a comment in the comments section. And if I forget anything, I'll be sure to add some, you know, I'll write it in the comment section too, because sometimes I forget to talk about things in these videos. But I'll be sure to write in the comment section as well. Can't wait to talk to you guys in the comments. Thank you for watching. Brother Bobby, over and out.